This has been a wonderful evening. Lon, I have to congratulate you. You have absolutely pulled something off that I don't think you have pulled off. And you do a good job of pulling a lot of great things off. Thank you for your work, and thank you for all you've done, as well as your staff. We had 35 parent volunteers and community members who helped call, to encourage, and to invite you to be here tonight. I want to thank the 35, those volunteers, as well as all of the staff here who have just worked tirelessly to make this incredibly beautiful gymnasium even more welcoming, more lovely, and so gracious to have you as our guests tonight. This has been a hugely successful night on all counts. I'm very excited to be able to announce, as well as humbled to be able to announce, that once again this year, the Gala for Teaching and Learning has raised a very significant amount of funds that will be provided back to families in the form of financial aid, families that cannot afford the full cost to attend Grand Rapids Christian schools. Every year we wonder, will we get it? Will it come in? How will it go? And every year we are incredibly blessed by hundreds of people within this community who step up to say, we understand that financial aid is essential, and we are glad to be able to provide that. This year, I'm very, again, excited to be able to announce that we have raised over $400,000 towards our $1.7 million goal for our Eagles Fund this year. That is putting us well down the path of having been able to raise the funds we need, so that come every year, we're able to distribute about $1.9 million back to our families in the form of financial aid. That's an unbelievable amount of money, and it's a hugely important challenge for us and for our community. And thank you, and congratulations. We deeply appreciate your support. There's one other, I think, very exciting announcement, actually, and it's not a secret. Everybody here is aware that we've been coming to the now near end of a very significant educational program campaign with a very significant capital component. As you know, by sitting here in the Quest Center, and as you have seen many times as you've driven by the high school here, we recently completed about a $22 million renovation of Grand Rapids Christian High School. Now, some might think, boy, it's all about buildings. It's all about building big buildings and capital projects and capital campaigns. And I can say with complete sincerity that, in fact, our recent efforts have all been about educational programs. They've all been about ensuring the strength and sustainability of a high-quality program for the kids who come to Grand Rapids Christian. So we first started with the high school. Why? Because our staff said if we're going to do these important things, we have to change how the building is laid out. And sure enough, if you've had an opportunity to go through the high school, you know what that means. The building doesn't look like it did. Passion, you couldn't have said it better. It doesn't look like it did. And guess what? Education isn't like what it was. And we're so thankful and so appreciative to our community for allowing us to be able to do that. Now, what's the exciting news? The exciting news is, as we move forward towards the completion of the construction and renovation of the former Shawnee Park School over on Burton and Chesaning, we are also very close to having fully funded the full cost and the full renovations of that campus. Grand Rapids Christian Middle School next fall will move into its new and permanent home. Grand Rapids Christian Middle School is grades 5 through 8. You know that because you know Grand Rapids Christian schools. And in the fall, Grand Rapids Christian Middle will pick up its desks, pick up its chairs, pack its boxes, and we're going to move up the street. And we're going about a half a mile to the east, and Shawnee Park School will become the new home. Now, that's about a $9.3 million project. Imagine that. $22 million here, $9.3 there, $1.7 million towards the Eagles Fund. How are we ever going to do all these things? Well, we aren't. God is. And God's working through you, through our staff, and through thousands of people in this community to make it a reality. Today, we are $325,000 short of fully funding the $9.3 million middle school campus campaign. And that is really a good news, and I'm happy to share that with you tonight. We're so close, and we need your help to get there. Most everybody in this room has already stepped up to the plate and have dug deep. And that digging deep has made a difference. Last June, when we closed the school for the summer break, we had about a $2 million amount to raise at the tail end of a 5-year campaign. It was a little scary. How would we do it? And people stepped up to the plate this summer like you wouldn't believe. And now, only 3-4 months later, we're $325,000 short of being able to say we're done, we got there. That's good news. And I thank every one of you in this room for having helped make that a reality. Big gifts, small gifts, it doesn't matter. Every one of them made a difference, and every one of them was necessary. And the thousands of you who were part of it, you owe yourself a round of applause. We, as a staff in a school community, owe you a round of applause. And Mr. Bryant, I know you're out here somewhere because I talked to you earlier. You better just stand up because he's going to be the happy principal of a brand new middle school next August. So, lots of great things to celebrate, lots of exciting things to tell you all about, and if you want to spend an hour, I'll be more than happy to tell you all the great things that are happening here. I'm here to say we have had a great start to the school year. It's been the best in my 11 years as superintendent, and I'm excited to say enrollment is up. We're on 5 years of enrollment growth now at the elementary level. We have turned a corner. The conversation has changed, everybody. Grand Rapids Christian means something to this community. It always has, and it always will, Lord willing. You make it that way. Thank you very much. Now, on behalf of the board, thank you again for being here tonight. It's my honor and privilege to represent our Board of Trustees and to represent you and the thousands of alumni like Passion who care deeply about and remember those relationships that they developed here in this place. This evening, we're excited to be able to welcome you also to a afterglow reception in our town square here at the high school. You're certainly invited to attend. You are not obligated to attend, but we certainly would love to have you there. Passion will be there, and we'll all be there to welcome you and to greet you and to be able to say thank you personally. Everybody, please enjoy your night, enjoy your fall season. We're looking forward to another great year of school. God bless you all. Thank you.